Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints versus Tua Tagovailoa and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Brees. Open man is Arcega right side. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Arcega right side. 72 yards, and the Saints have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the second quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Sean McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of 26.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Saints 47-yard.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Man open left side is Brown. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Marquise Brown.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
A gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jordan Howard, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Breeze pass.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
4-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there. brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on the quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brings up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Howard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
At the 13-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5 now. Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Jordan Howard.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and it's 3rd down.
The previous play is under review.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5. Gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive. Just into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's second and
A good position to be in here, second and inches. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down, Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now, Breeze again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
the Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 32.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. He's got his man in the crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. He'll fire deep for Rager. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, The number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
The 26. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Tua sets up to pass it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Breeze. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here comes Rager. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
There's Jalen Rager, his first NFL catch.
Pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He gets it to Brown, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Brown, 52 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in and out of that deficit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on? And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Jordan Howard.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Vernon Butler on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Howard, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jordan Howard. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Tua now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Howard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.